Hey Leo. Hey, welcome to you and welcome to your reading. All right, so I have an image coming in from Spirit for your reading, which this reading applies for the next 2 weeks from whenever you're finding it. Okay, I see you, Leo, currently, as Spirit showing it to me. You are seemingly sitting in a field of sunflowers. Okay, so you're sitting in a field of sunflowers. And it's interesting because it doesn't look like there's much happening in this scene, but I'm very struck by the fact that you're just like sitting here, and as the scene is kind of rolling out, it's coming through as almost like a time lapse. So it's like you're watching the sun rise in this field of sunflowers. You're watching the sun rise over the horizon, and then we see the time lapse through the day, and then it's moving into dusk, and the sun is starting to set. So we're watching that happen, and then moving into the night. But it's really interesting because there's, again, not much else happening here. But what I heard from Spirit is that you were waiting until it's time. You're waiting until it's time. And then I asked, like I was trying to ask Spirit, well, what, waiting until it's time for what? Okay, and so they want to go a little deeper into that in just a moment. But they're very clear here that you're waiting on something, okay, that you've been waiting on something. Now, it could be that you've been waiting on something up until this reading, and then this kind of like kicks it off, the whatever the action or movement is. Or it's also possible that you're, throughout this next 2 weeks, it's like, I feel like something's probably going to shift, but it's very clear that you're waiting on something. They're also showing me the Page of Wands tarot card in my mind's eye. So it's just, there's almost like a readiness here. There's like an energetic readiness that's sort of building up. It's a little bit, potentially a little bit of momentum, although I wouldn't call it that strong. It's almost like the energy's kind of building and you're just waiting on whatever needs to happen for this to shift. Okay, so let's go a little deeper. I have some oracle cards here. I need to pull one, maybe two here. So Spirit, can we get a little bit more? This card? Yeah, that's exactly it. Look at this. Okay, it literally says planning. It's like setting intentions. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so this is the energy. It's like you're sowing. It's like you're planning. There's an energy build, but it's not quite a momentum yet. It's not like kind of starting off the starting block of a race. It's not that kind of energy. It's almost like, yeah, it's like you're building up the planning or the setting intentions. It's sowing the seed here. You're kind of just, there's a waiting. Oh my gosh, that's exactly it. And I feel like you're waiting for some sort of like spiritual download, or there's some sort of sign, some sort of maybe symbol. It feels like there's a sign you're waiting on of when it's time. Okay, so if that message feels like it resonates for you, then just keep watching. We're gonna go deeper into this message. If for any reason you feel like it doesn't, no worries at all. Feel free to check out one of the other readings I have up for you right now, which one of your other signs may be more emphasized at this time. Okay, totally normal. All right, and it feels like, yeah, there's some sort of, it's coming through with the optimism on this card. There's some sort of like encouragement wanting to come through this reading. So let's go a little deeper. Spirit, before we really dive into this, I want to ask Spirit, what's going well for Leo over this next 2 weeks? I really like this energy. There's something, you want this card? Okay. This one? Anything else? Okay. These two? All right, cool. So let's get into this. Let's see. We have, yeah, the Magician. Ooh, is that upright? Yeah, and reverse. And then, yeah, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, totally. Is this upright? Yeah, okay, so there's a building here, okay, because both of these all have a kind of link around like creation and building. Okay, there's a bit of, yes, there is a buildup of energy, but it's weird because again, I'm not getting it as like a fiery momentum like it would be for you normally, Leo, or like any of the fire signs that I would expect. It actually doesn't feel like that. This feels really good. There's something really clean about this energy that I can't quite describe, but it's almost like I feel like there's a sense of like preparation that's happening within your energetic field or your soul, or also connected in with a little bit with your mind here. It's like there's some sort of alignment that's coming to here a bit, where it's almost like you're coming to, I don't know if it's acceptance. That's kind of what it feels like. There's like an acceptance that you're gonna have to shift and move in some direction here soon. Okay, so that's what the waiting until it's time is coming through as. And yeah, you're creating something new is trying to come online. That feels really strong with both of these cards. Something new is trying to come online. It's like you are almost like, this is interesting. Okay, here's what's coming through from Spirit. It's almost like you're building the spiritual scaffolding for this new sort of, landscape that you're going to be creating for yourself, or environment that you're going to be creating for yourself. Or it could be like a project, it could be whatever it is. It's almost like it's kind of like in the spiritual realm, it's kind of constructing itself right now with all three of these cards. That's so exactly what this energy feels like. It's almost like I can see the outline. They're showing me the outline of like a building or something, or like, I don't know if it's a house, or it doesn't matter. It's just, they're showing me like a structure. Okay, it's a structure, and it looks almost as ethereal as you're seeing this card look. It's kind of like using the same energy you're seeing here. Oh my gosh, I'm getting chills a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. And it's almost like it's spiritually constructing, so then it can drop in the material realm. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, and it's really important here. There's something coming through around like support, around like because this is a card that speaks to like collaborations. It can speak to community, it can speak to partnerships, it can speak to friendships. It just speaks to like I feel like there's an energy here of like you're going to need others' support and encouragement in order to build this in the 3D. But right now it's almost like I'm hearing, this is a metaphor, okay, but I'm hearing like your vacation home is being built in the spiritual realm. Okay, now that could be literal for someone. Okay, that could be literal, but it is a metaphor, okay? It's almost like whatever you are setting intentions to do is being built for you in the spiritual realm. I really like this energy. So that feels like what you're waiting on, waiting until it's time. Okay, yes. This deck. Okay, let's go deeper. Is there more to see here? Hold on, there's a little bit more to see. Yeah, they're being very clear here. I think you see this person with like the hammer in their hand here, and it's almost like they're consulting with others as they're building this or doing what they're doing here, however they're creating this like structure, seemingly, okay? Yeah, it's almost like there's an energy coming through that you're going to need others to help you with the kind of planning as well as the creation of this thing. That feels really strong. It's like you're not meant to do this alone. You won't be doing this alone, okay? But I feel like it's actually critically important that you don't as you're kind of creating this, okay? Okay, yeah, that energy it's so cool how it's building up. Like I really like that. I just see the kind of like, they're showing me sort of like this piece of paper coming through as like the architect's designs, the architectural designs. That's what they're showing it to me as right now. Yeah, and it's almost like here are all the like resources on this table, the magician's table, that you're going to need in order to build it, to create it. But it's interesting because I feel like spirit is like almost can I say that? is like starting to try and send you some of the resources, and it feels like it's going to come through. It's coming through in like packets, kind of like this reading a little bit. It's coming through in like pockets, So you may not even know, like you may start receiving over the next couple of weeks here is what I'm sensing, and actually over the next couple of months is what I'm hearing, like pockets of resources that are actually going to be like used for you in creating this thing when it kind of like drops into your 3D. Okay, it's almost like, yeah, it's like when you're building something, right? Like you have to get all the necessary like tools. You have to get all the resources. Like you would get the wood, you would get like, I don't know, some of the screws, and you'll get the concrete, and you'll get like, it's almost like Spirit's dropping in those different packets to you over the next couple of weeks. Yeah, because that is the intention. I feel like the intention is set on a spiritual level. Now, you may have certain intentions in your mind around what this is going to be, but I also think there's an encouragement here to kind of relax what you think the final outcome is going to be. That feels really, really strong, because Spirit actually has a much better plan, has a good plan for you in mind. Like your spirit, and also guided by your spirit team, has a really good plan for this, whatever it is. But I feel like you just need to be in this energy of sort of like, there's another thing they're showing me. It's like when the it's almost like Spirit is going to be sending you like deliveries of mail, and deliveries of mail, and you just need to be like ready to receive the mail and kind of like put an area ready for it in your like apartment or your home. Again, this is all a metaphor, okay? But like almost like put it somewhere outside in the shed, whatever. Be ready to like receive it and make space for it, because you're going to use those tools that are being sent to you here soon to actually create it. I really like it. And then we got the moon. Yeah, you're just waiting on the right like timing. This is coming through with an element of timing, like the moon cycles. Yes, it says phases intuition. You are intuitively being like guided right now to almost like, I'm hearing accept the deliveries. I love this energy. I don't know. It's so like, it's so cool. It's what they're showing me. It's like you're going to be building something, and they're just sending you the wood. They're sending you and you just have to like, sign on the line when the delivery person gets there. That's all you have to do. Like Spirit's like, we're going to send you all the things you need to like build this thing. It's almost like, again, the seed has been planted for this. It's already here. Again, they have the architect's design right now. Your Spirit has the architect's design. It just feels like you're starting to get, again, these metaphorical deliveries. And so there is a timing. It feels like that's going to be coming in waves, first of all, because this is coming in connected in with the ocean. So there's some sort of wave cycles coming in. So you're going to be like receiving in cycles over the next few months, over the next few weeks to the next few months. Feels really, really important. But there will be some sort of like shift into change that's going to happen. So I feel like this reading is kind of confirmation for some of you of the energy that you've been feeling. Actually, I think some of you are already aware of this. This feels like confirmation of this. I really like it. For others of you, you may be kind of like, well, what's actually going on? And so I feel like part of this reading for the other like portion of you who are like, oh, I didn't know this was happening, like is kind of confirming that this is it's actually starting to like come online for you. It's like building up in the 5D, so it can drop down into like your reality. I really like, do you want another card? This top card? I like it. Okay, look at this card. It literally says moth. It says mystery, concealment, illusion. Yeah, it's almost like something you're not seeing. Again, we got the moon energy, and now we have this moth card that's talking about like kind of illusion. Do you see also how these two have the same like colorings, the moth as well as the butterfly? Yeah, again, this is giving an element of like night. It's giving an element of like something you're not seeing, like you're not seeing this. Yeah, that's exactly it, because it's almost like this is coming through as veiled is the word that wants to come through. It's like veiled. Like here's what's on the other side. Like what's on the other side is there's something definitely very nice coming online for you. That feels very real here. It's very present. But I do feel like you kind of have to, can I say that? Yeah, there's an energy of like, do you know this person's eyes are closed? Okay, there's an energy of kind of like doing it with your eyes closed or doing it, I'm hearing blind, okay? And again, that's a metaphor, okay? But it's almost like doing it blind. Like just start accepting the deliveries that come in. Like don't question like, what is this? Who sent this? Where'd this come from? Like, you know, what's in the box? Like Spirit's like, just take the box and put it in your home, you know, or put it in your yard or your shed or whatever. Like just make space for it because they're sending you things right now. Gosh, I really like this energy. This is so wow, this is cool. Okay, let's keep going. Let's go deeper. Okay, hold on. Is there a little more on this moth card? All right, hold on 1 second. There's the link. Is that it? Okay, they're showing, this is interesting. They're showing me this little sprout here off this branch as the same little sprout here. Yeah, okay, so it's trying to match. There's some sort of, it's almost like this is the spiritual like design for it. Yeah, okay, so this is actually, there's like an overlay here that Spirit wants to be very clear about. It's like, this is actually happening. It's like, again, it's almost like Spirit's coming into like your life, your world, and it has this like design already in place. There's already the spiritual like framework is already here, and it will actually like grow out. It will actually sprout. Again, this is sowing. It's almost like you sow the seed and then it sprouts. Okay. Whoa, I really like that. That feels like, this feels crazy cool. Like, this feels crazy cool. I really like this. And yeah, there is definitely an energy here of, it says it on this card, but it's just coming through separately. It's almost like Spirit really wants you to just follow your intuition with this, but it's confirming through the sort of sprout being mirrored here that like, this is going to happen. Whatever it is going to happen. Whatever it is that this reading that we're talking about, whatever this topic is going to happen, okay? And that could be anything for you, but whatever it is that's coming up in your mind that you feel some sort of like, again, spiritual architecture being created for you, that this is absolutely confirmation that A, this is your reading, but also that that's actually what is happening and what you're feeling is right. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Yeah, okay. I really like this. Let's keep going. Let's go a little deeper. This top card. This card. Okay. One more. All right, hold on. There's one more. Which one? Make these messages up. Bruh, do you see this? Do you see this card, bruh? Oh my God, it says electrons. It says freaking building blocks of the universe. Leo, I don't know what this is that's being built for you, but it's gonna be pretty freaking spectacular. Like, I am sensing that so strongly. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. And I'm really struck by this symbol right here. I don't know, really take that in for a second, Leo, that symbol, because Spirit is really sending that through. It's like building blocks. Okay, look at this card. You see, like, again, another like third eye here. There's another sort of like third eye energy. Yeah, this is the building blocks. It's being created for you. And I feel like Spirit has, I'm hearing Spirit has the eye of the design. Spirit has the eye of the design and how it's best made for you. So again, there's a really strong encouragement here for you to not even actually mentally think about necessarily what this outcome is going to be, what this is supposed to look like in your mind. Because in your mind, like, it's going to look very different. The ways that your soul really wants this to look in Spirit, I think is going to be much better than what you can imagine here. Okay. Yeah. It's almost like again, this is really strong, but it's a third eye thing. This is a whole third eye thing. This has nothing to do with, you know, the ways that you want to kind of imprint on this situation. Spirit's like, allow it to kind of for you to allow sort of those deliveries to come in and allow it to kind of unfold the way it needs to. It's almost like spirit has the electron. Again, it's almost like this is like the electrons. You see, again, same energy. It's like, that's how, like, it's spiritual. It's very, it's quantum. It's quantum. Like, we can't like put our fingers on it yet, right? It's not fully tangible, but spirit is confirming with the Three of Pentacles, it will drop down, okay? Again, the Magician's coming through, but the Magician is also a major arcana card, right? So again, this is trying to bridge, like, this person's hand is towards the heavens and towards the earth. It's bridging the two right now. Okay, but just know right now that's being worked up. You see the wand in this person's hand? Okay, that's being worked up in the spiritual realm for you right now, so it can then transmit through down into your world. Again, drop in the material. Oh my gosh, this is so freaking cool. Oh man, this is a cool reading. Yeah, okay, so we got that. That feels so strong here. There are so many eyes in this reading. There's even like even eyes on this moth here. You see that? Do you want me to see that? Okay. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, and then there's this other card here. Hold on. There's this other card here. It says gentleness, compassion, kindness, soft. Okay. Okay, this is coming in loaded. Hold on. This is coming in loaded. I feel like what you can expect on the other side of this, Leo, is all of the things actually that are listed on this card. Yes, this is actually literal. Gentleness, compassion, kindness, softness. I'm hearing ease. I'm hearing flow. Okay, so all of these things you can expect to be associated with this thing, whatever it is that's being built for you, okay? And Spirit has the eye of the design to make sure all of those things are included for you. I feel like if you hold too tight to the outcome right now, you're only gonna get part of this card, if that makes sense, okay? Again, there's a real energy here of surrendering to how Spirit is building this for you. It actually requires you to make the moves that Spirit's asking you to move, like sign on the dotted line, and, like, you know, if they're sending you a pocket of resources, like take action on the resource, okay? But there's nothing, you don't need to like have the like kind of master design of this. That's actually not what Spirit doesn't want you to have that. Actually, Spirit is saying, like, we've got this. This is almost like your spiritual team here is like, hold it. That's another way Spirit's showing it to me, is like your spiritual team is holding this. All you have to do is follow the instructions. They're telling me the IKEA instructions. So I don't know if someone here is like building something, right? Yeah, okay, so this is definitely confirmation as you're reading. If you've been, someone purchased something from IKEA, so this is definitely your reading, okay? Okay, but I love the energy of this card so much, but this is you. This is the energy you're going to be in on the other side of this. You see how like gentle this is? Oh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, and it's almost like sanctioned by the divine. I'm noticing this like halo around this person. It's like kind of sanctioned, okay? Again, this feels very, again, guided. This feels like they're actually building this for you. That does still mean that you have things you will need to do, but again, it makes sense why you've been waiting, okay? And I feel like all you have to do right now is take action on the things Spirit is sending to you, okay? That's it. That's all you have to do. Again, sign for the deliveries, okay? Receive it. Receive what's coming into you. And I feel like that's actually what you need to do. Okay. So I think we've got part of that, because that would be sort of the Page of Wands energy I was getting at the top of this reading. Page of Wands. Yeah. So again, take action on the things that are coming through that feel like, okay, yeah, this makes sense. But Spirit's not asking you to like have the vision or have the plan. Spirit's got all of that, okay? You'll know. Again, it's almost like you've been waiting on like some of this to come in, and yeah, that's absolutely right. So that feels strong. Okay, the other bit of this is, okay, so there's another healing energy that's trying to come through this card as well. It's almost like Spirit is saying, be gentle on yourself as you go through this process. It actually feels like this is a really big, this feels significant. Let's say it that way. This feels significant for you in some way. Okay, this feels significant because again, we've been talking about like something structural. So this feels foundational for you. Okay, yeah, Spirit is really asking you right now to be gentle with yourself, because it feels like as you're getting these sort of like resource deliveries coming in, it's almost like you're processing as you go. Okay, you'll be processing as you go. And again, it's almost like you're going to be like building parts of this at a time, and then the whole thing's going to kind of come together is the sense I'm getting. Okay, again, they're going to send you the resources so then you can follow the instructions and just build it. Okay. But Spirit really wants you to, like, again, be very gentle with yourself right now as you are going through some sort of like spiritual energetic shift. That feels very clear to me, even from the beginning. I mean, we literally have a card that says electrons here. So this may be, oh, is that right? I'm hearing maybe drink some more electrolytes for a couple of you here. That would help support you as you're kind of like healing. There's some gentleness, compassion, some healing that's coming through with this process. And it feels like this feels a bit like an ascension in a way, and in a very good way. It feels like, again, this is a structural change for you. That's going to be, it feels like it's some sort of upgrade. Okay. Or something, again, new coming online for you that I feel like you're really going to like. Again, Page of Wands. It's like a page. It's a new energy coming through. So I feel like you're going to really like it, but it does, I think your body potentially is going to need a little bit more support right now. You might be needing more rest than usual. That feels really, really strong. You might also be needing more, again, some more electrolytes or some more like nutrients for your body. Okay. That's what that was from. Okay. I had a little bit of a thread of Taurus's reading coming in for you, and I was like, is that what this is? And Spirit's like, not quite. But in the Taurus reading that I just posted, I was talking about like about essentially like I think this isn't part of the extended, but it was like basically like the body needing more like nutrients right now. That feels really, really strong for you as well. I feel like your body's going to need a little bit more attention right now as you're going through this. It feels like an upgrade. It feels like, again, something new, or it's some sort of energetic, spiritual, like restructuring that's happening. If I had to call it, that's what I would call it, is energetic restructuring. That feels good. That feels really good, Leo. I really like this. Okay. Do you have any last advice, Spirit? Okay, I'm going to pull like one more card here. I think we may go into an extended. I'm going to see here in a second. But let's pull any last advice for Leo, Spirit? You want this top card? Ooh. Upright? Yeah, you're going through a big change. Okay. Yeah, this is a big change. Again, we were talking about structure. Okay, this is also coming in with sort of a little bit of the energy of the Tower tarot card, but in a way that this is speaking to like a foundational shift, a structural shift for you. Okay, so yep, so that's what this is. Again, this is nothing to be afraid of, because this is actually energy that I feel like you've already been sensing. You've been in. You're in a change. You're in a change, okay? An energetic restructuring. That's actually what this is coming through as. Perfect. Yeah, that feels right. And I feel like, again, there's going to be certain things. This is also giving you a little bit of a heads up. Is that right? Okay, yeah. There's a little bit of a heads up because I feel like you sense this coming. There are definitely some changes that are coming. Again, you see the flag. It's almost like Spirit's trying to give you the like herald, the notice. This is coming through as a notice. Like Leo, this is a notice for you. And again, death doesn't mean death literal. Death is actually just, this is coming through as change, okay? Spirit is saying like there's a change. Again, the butterfly, that moth, that like, again, that energy is coming through really strongly with all of these cards. It's kind of the death tarot card energy, okay? Which is around change. There's a change that's coming here. And so Spirit wants you to start like, again, really giving your body extra support right now, because this is going to be a really big shift for you. It's a whole foundational structural shift to some dimension of your life. I don't know which one it is. Spirit's not telling me that, which I don't need to know. Okay, you know what this is based on you watching this. Okay, you know what this is. But if you've been sensing it, Spirit's also saying like, yes, the changes you feel coming are coming. Okay, so this is, yeah, my timer's going off right now. So just wanting you to know, this is you getting in preparation mode. Again, we're going back to where we started. You're planning this and just continue to like wait on the signs, continue to wait on whatever kind of like messages, notices are coming through from spirit. Sign on the dotted line when the deliveries come through from spirit. But there's a whole plan for this for you. And I really get the sense you're going to like this on the other side. But it does mean there are some things that are going to be let go. There are going to be some things that need to change. There's going to be some transformation. But most importantly, this is you right now. You're in this energy. More than anything else, you're in this energy, which I'm a Scorpio rising, so I can tell you the death card's linked into Scorpio, okay, but I can tell you like this can be a really, really good thing. This is kind of the point of life. Okay, all right, so you know you're living when the death tarot card's present. Yeah. Okay, perfect. All right, Leo. So I really like this. Do we want an extended? Yeah, they really want an extended. This feels really good. Okay, so we're going to go into an extended reading. If you want to follow along into the extended reading, I have that information in the description box below, as well as booking a personal reading with me. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, Leo, I'd love if you wanted to like this video and or if you feel drawn to subscribe to this channel. That would be cool. But honestly, it just lets me know if this is resonating, this content's resonating for you, and if these readings are actually like finding you in the right time. Okay. Cool. But Leo, I mean, this feels, like I said, I can totally relate to this energy. It just feels like a really big upgrade is coming for you. That feels really strong here. Something is shifting that's foundational. I feel like on the other side, all of this is going to apply. But yeah, just take your time, give yourself a lot of love, a lot of compassion, a lot of focus on your body right now as you kind of go through this transition. All right. Well, I will see you in either the extended reading or I'll see you in our next one. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.